And hello YouTube, this is Thomas Judge back once again with another custom bind video, and yes, it's another one in the Valiant series. Let's dive straight into it. The usual comparison hardcover. This is Secret Weapons, just because this is what I grabbed off the shelf. As we know, this is an oversized hardcover, so let's stick it next to today's one, Generation Zero. As we can see, it's the exact same size. This is quite thin actually, it's a 4-issue series, whereas this is a full 12 issues. So let's have a look at the spines. I've gone for a jet black here for Generation Zero, which is nice. Yeah, as you can see, it lines up perfectly, the logos line up perfectly. Yes, it has a slightly different design. But ironically, this kind of like highlights something that I mentioned in previous videos, which is that some of the Valiant Deluxe hardcovers actually go into a slightly weird design phase themselves. So this is an official hardcover, and as we can see, it looks and structured quite differently to the normal Deluxe editions we see. Whereas this, which is my custom, is much more in keeping with the normal pattern that we see. So, you know, we giveth and we taketh away. There's the spines, and here are the backs. Now, what I've gone for with the backs here, so this is the normal thing, blurb, bit of blurb there, bit of blurb there, standard picture there. What I've gone for on the backs of a few of the customs that I'll be showing you next are actually just really simple singular images, just because it's a different flavour. So let's get this size comparison out of the way, and let's have a look at this dust jacket. We've got Generation Zero. This combines two different trade paperback editions. The blurb for the first one is written here, and that's taken off the back of the trade paperback, and then the blurb for the second one is written here, which I think is called something like Hero Escape or something like that, as I recall. I cannot remember, but anyway, my point is, we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the design, really simple. I've gone for black with just some blocking text, black with some blocking text there. The image here is one that's just really nice, it's kind of that anarchic Generation Zero. This is taken from one of the single issues. The spine, nice and simple and black, and the background, just a graffiti, kind of anarchic background as well. Let's pop the dust jacket off. Underneath, obviously a nice, simple, standard cover, nothing exciting on it. And let's dive into it. Right, how has this turned out? Right, first volume, We Are the Future, which contains issues 1 to 5. As you can imagine, as you can see, this is turned out, there you are, see, I told you it was a thing. It's turned out brilliantly. Don't act like you're not impressed. This is a great story. Oh, and this is the image I picked for the back cover. There we are. This is an awesome moment. I don't want to spoil it for you, but just the end of the first issue, I remember just like dropping it down on the table and just being like, holy shit, that was amazing. Yeah, this is great. This is a great comic. Videos on my channel discussing it in way more detail. I'm not going to go into that here. Please don't worry about this slightly odd internal art. This is a dream sequence, so it's designed to be slightly weird. Yeah, what can I say? This is really good, and I'm really glad that I got it bound. It's slightly criminal that it isn't a deluxe edition hardcover. It's a really important part of the Harbinger narrative. Well, I say it's a quite important part, but this is a setup for Harbinger Renegade, which I'll talk about in the next video that I drop on customs, because I've got that custom made, and I'll show you that in a second. And Harbinger Renegade is absolutely key to the story. Here we are. So this is the end of trade paperback 1. There we have it. And then we have the second one, Hero Escape, trade paperback 2. To wit, these are the issues inside it. 9 issues, not 12, yeah. So 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then some gallery stuff. Right, bit of a recap. This is all taken from the trade paperback, obviously. And let's just talk about the bind. The bind has ended up really, really well. As you can see, printed really good quality. As you can see, it looks absolutely as tight and polished as any other deluxe edition you would get. Highly recommended. Really glad that I got it done. I always thought that weird kind of slightly anime-esque art for this issue was slightly strange. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. As you can see, paper quality is fantastic. Print quality, print resolution, it's turned out this looks exactly like it should look. Here's the art features in the background, again lifted from a trade paperback, so it's formatted as if it was formatted by a professional. It wasn't, it was formatted by me. If you're interested in the video to look at this and to let you know about the storyline, it's the video with this image on the thumbnail, by the way, in my Valiant Till the Last playlist. It's also called Generation Zero, so you should be able to find that. Yeah, So that's it. That's the issues, and that's the gallery. Yeah, I hope this is interesting. Standard housekeeping: the people that are going to be asking me if they can buy it, no, you can't. How they can make it? Watch the playlists, of which I have several on my channel talking about how to make it. How long does it take? Ages. How much does it cost? Loads. About twice as much as a normal deluxe edition hardcover. Am I glad I did it? Yeah, it's amazing. This looks great. Look at these double page spreads, and having this in oversized artwork, it's brilliant. I mean, the artwork itself is good, but definitely as part of my collection, this definitely really fits in and is really valuable to have it. If I'm having everything in oversized hardcover, it feels really valuable to me to be having it in a sort of a matching continuous style. So yeah, this is my deluxe edition. Not really much to add to that more than anything else. Again, I hope these videos are useful. I'm just kind of just highlighting, I guess, just how great this looks. As a deluxe edition, this completely is in keeping with how it should look and how I wanted it to turn out. As you can see, the sewn binding, nice and tight, but not too tight. It's not like snapping shut like a trap. With all these things, you always take care to relax the spine and stretch that spine when you first get them, as with all omnibuses or deluxe hardcovers. Yeah, this is just brilliant. I think, is this Brett Booth art towards the end? I can't remember. It's good, anyway. Right, well, with no further ado, let's slip the dust jacket back on it. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Right. Time for the ceremonial shelving. And here we have it, a little gap there between Secret Weapons and my Harbinger custom. Let's get it. Let's slide that in there. Ooh, ooh, a bit tight. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. And, oh, there you go. How nice does that look? Is it good for you?
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, please follow me on Twitter at I am Thomas Judge, where I will post a daily review of whatever comics I've been reading. You can get an idea of what I'm up to on the channel. And as always, please support the channel by heading over to Amazon.com and checking out my prose novel about superheroes. It's a completely original piece of work. The first episode in it is called Arrivals, and the series as a whole is called No Gods or Kings. You can find an excerpt of that on my website, nogodsorkings.com. Until next time, everybody, stay classy.